sex, money, wax. What do these three things have in common? Now add in Chicago and social media. What do these five things have in common? If your answer is that these are all part of today's articles from our daily video from Altcoin Daily, hey, you got it right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Aaron, and the reason you subscribe to Altcoin Daily is for our daily videos keeping you informed on the latest pieces of news and the latest market analysis on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I like to show you the stories that the general public sees on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, like the Rolling Stone, like the Wall Street story I showed you yesterday. And I like to share with you the stories that the general public probably doesn't have a chance to see from these fringe cryptocurrency news sites like CoinDesk or the Toshi Times, right? All right, let's get into it. But before we get to the recent news, and we're going to start with this story right here, before we get to this, I do want to talk a little bit about where we are in the market. Not so much short term, but I want to talk about, listen, we only have a few more years, I'd say, maybe 3, maybe 5, maybe 10. I'd say sometime within the next 10 years. I'm talking when Bitcoin's network grows, as Bitcoin's security strengthens, as the user interface gets friendlier and friendlier, as more and more people realize the true value of Bitcoin, i.e. it's hard money, it's unconfiscatable money, it is unprintable money. See, this is what I think. This is my opinion. I think the reason that the price isn't skyrocketing right now, I mean, because you and me, we see this huge potential of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, yet we're in this bear market. And it's my opinion that the reason that people aren't FOMOing in right now, the reason the price isn't skyrocketing right now, is because it's not because people have chosen not to invest. The reason is, at least right now, the reason is that people don't understand at this point the true value that Bitcoin has. And just like the price, right? Understanding Bitcoin comes in waves. Understanding Bitcoin comes in cycles. Think back to the first time you heard about Bitcoin, and then the first time you chose to invest in Bitcoin, and the first time you truly understand what Bitcoin's true value was. Hey, we're in the early days, whether you like it or not, guys. We're in the wild, wild west here. And listen, I'm not saying that, we're going to have to wait 10 years for Bitcoin to get back up to all-time highs. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that right now, Bitcoin is still somewhere between digital collectible and reliable store of value. We are right here at this point. It took us 10 years to get us right here. Now, as Bitcoin's network grows, it increases exponentially, right? As more and more people realize that Bitcoin isn't going away, as more and more education occurs around what Satoshi actually invented, the big bull run, the massive bull run, the S-curve, the black swan, this isn't going to be caused by everyday average people getting into this like you and me. No, I think the huge bull run is going to be caused when the rich realize that the best way to store their value is Bitcoin. So what I'm saying is this. Sometime within the next 10 years, it took us 10 years to get here, things are only going to speed up, sometime within the next 10 years, as the price climbs, as the network grows, as the network strengthens, Bitcoin will get here, and it will truly be seen as a store of value. And you know what? At this point, there won't be anything anyone can do to stop this. And unfortunately, that means that there's going to come a point where Bitcoin will be used to make the rich richer. But you know what? Just like Silk Road, just like WikiLeaks, just like this story that I'm about to share with you today, this is not a flaw. This is a proof of concept, and there is nothing anyone can do to stop Bitcoin from happening. Bitcoin cannot be stopped, and as time passes, it's only going to strengthen, and people knowing about it will only increase faster and faster. So get ready, my friends, because I don't think that day is far to come. I'd say 3, 5, definitely within the next 10 years. You and me will see. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's get to our first story. All right, for our top story of today, we're going straight to America's favorite rock and roll magazine, the Rolling Stone, and they did a piece about one of the Earth's oldest professions, cam models, and how they're using one of the Earth's newest means of exchange, cryptocurrencies. The title is, How Cam Models Are Finding Freedom in Cryptocurrency. Yes, traditional payment platforms can get spooked, by sex workers. So online performers are moving into the high-tech realm of digital currency. So this is a pretty good article, I thought. It's basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it basically takes you on the journey of Gabby, the sex worker we're all rooting for. She says 2 years ago, Gabby was struggling to maintain a career in the adult film industry. She worked long, hard hours streaming live as a cam model, producing video content for her online audience. I feel you, Gabby, I do the same thing, but the job didn't seem to be paying off. Traditional means of exchange, credit card companies, stuff like that, they were afraid to process money for Gabby. They advertised me as a local sexy single in your area, ready to F for free, but nothing about my services is free, honey. So Gabby turned to cryptocurrency, and what I liked about this article is that they seem to take the approach that can be summed up in this quote: if you look at the rise of the internet, the adult industry was definitely at the forefront of that, so why not cryptocurrencies? And like I said in my rant a little bit earlier, this is not a problem. Silk Road, buying drugs with crypto, this is not a problem. No, this is a proof of concept. Next up, Bitmain is set to deploy $80 million worth of Bitcoin miners, according to a source. So this is very bullish news. People are starting to mine again. And this is the takeaway from this article. 3 things. Bitmain is planning to deploy 200,000 units of its own mining equipment in China to take advantage of the cheap electricity this summer. The equipment is conservatively estimated to cost $80 million, but it is more profitable right now for Bitmain to mine crypto itself than to try and sell its inventory. This move signals a broader shift in the market, with miners preparing to invest again following the correction and the bear market that we've been seeing. So things are starting to stabilize. Huge companies like Bitmain, they're seeing this as an opportunity. It's not profitable. It's not as profitable to sell right now. What's going to be profitable for them as a company is to get these mining rigs ready so they can mine like crazy. I mean, this article indicates the summer is what they're shooting for, but this is just an indication in general that this is good for the market. The price will increase, the hashing power will increase. As all this stuff increases, this only strengthens the network. Next up, Wax. Who here likes the altcoin Wax? Wax is all about the safest and most convenient way to create, buy, and sell and trade virtual items within games. So whether we're talking about skins or swords, I know Wax got on a lot of people's radar when former Wall Street guy Mike Novogratz said that his firm was investing in Wax. Let's take a look at the price. I remember when Wax was pretty high. I mean, at one point when everything was pumping way above its fair value, Wax was over $2.70, and now Wax is at 6 cents. We are flatlining here. It was 6 cents. It was 6 cents. It's been 5-6 cents for a very long time. So if you think Wax has potential, this might be a great time to get in. But they're set to launch, I guess, their mainnet at the end of Q2 2019, making it fully decentralized and compatible with EOS dApps. So it seems to me Wax is still working hard in this bear market. Wax is trying to position themselves to be successful in the future. Only time will tell. Next up, okay, so next story is about Facebook, and it is very obvious at this point that Facebook in some way is getting into the blockchain/cryptocurrency game, in that they cannot hide the fact they have been hiring like crazy for the past year specific jobs for cryptocurrency. So this is another one. This is the story. Facebook's blockchain recruitment drive continues as the social network looks to hire a lead commercial counsel for its initiatives with the technology. A new job posting at the company's career page says the position will be responsible for drafting and negotiating a wide variety of contracts related to our blockchain initiatives, including partnerships needed to launch new products and expand such products internationally. It continues with the description. The candidate should be able to manage numerous deals and have a proven lawyer's qualifications, the JD degree, and a membership in the bar for at least one U.S. state. But the job also requires serious tech expertise. 5+ years of legal experience, including 4+ years of technology transactions experience, particularly with blockchain or payment technology and related legal issues. Strong interest in mobile and alternative payments is preferred. Does this describe anybody? I mean, Bitcoin's only been around for 10 years. Altcoins, many of them a lot less, and this person needs 4+ years of experience in a similar technology, particularly blockchain. So if anybody can find this person, Facebook will. And what are their plans? Well, according to According to some of the most reliable sources, according to the New York Times, the cryptocurrency expected to be released the first half of 2019, I've heard Q2, will be a stablecoin pegged to a basket of several fiat currencies. Oh, all right. I thought we were going to get Facebook coin, but guess not. Further signaling Facebook's interest in this technology, it has posted more than 20 blockchain-related jobs this year. So, regardless of this stablecoin craze, the fact that this one's pegged to several fiat currencies, I guess, is a little bit more interesting. But regardless of whether you or I or people will use this coin to transfer money, and people probably will, this is good for Bitcoin in general because as time goes on, people are going to become aware of exactly what Bitcoin's real value is and the real value of cryptocurrency, and eventually blockchain will be incorporated into many areas. But I think this means in general for Bitcoin will be seen as a reliable store of value in the future. Okay, final story today. Chicago mayor suggests cryptocurrency will save countries from financial crisis. Says trend lines are affirmative. So the story here is basically this guy, politician in the public eye, is bullish on cryptocurrency. A fresh report from Forbes has covered the recent speech by Chicago Mayor and former Chief of Staff for U.S. President Barack Obama, Rahm Emanuel. The subject of the speech was Chicago's fintech movement, and as such, Emanuel spent a fair share of time discussing cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Yes. Specifically, Emanuel noted that all signs point towards that cryptocurrency will inevitably emerge as a major factor to be reckoned with. Moreover, Emanuel also went on to argue that cryptocurrency can play a crucial role in everything from third world countries and undependable fiat currencies to facilitating trade within debt markets. This becomes especially obvious, Emanuel argued, as established structures change and nation-states recede. Instead, it will become increasingly important to maintain global transactions. This is a quote from him. Nation-states are falling apart or receding, city-states are emerging, so the political structures we all grew up under are changing. One day, somebody is going to figure out, whether that's Argentina, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, how to use cryptocurrencies to stay alive when they're facing a financial crisis. Then you're going to find out that this movement has arrived. He also said, the trend lines are affirmative for its future. I don't know if that's 10 years, I don't know if that's 20 years, but it's affirmative. I don't know what it is. I know it's an alternative way to trade, and therefore I gotta learn about it. This guy is pretty smart. He also suggested that cryptocurrency markets could easily become a $1 trillion market, and that's just one fintech sector. I think this guy's on the right track, and hopefully he's doing a lot of good for Chicago. You tell me, Chicagoans. All right, that is it from me today, my friends. My name is Aaron. This is Altcoin Daily. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Any suggestions for further videos, future videos? Let us know. All right, I'll see you guys in the comments. Later.